Sticky buns. You may have had a sticky bun in the past, and they may have been really good. But until you experience one of these right out of the oven, well, I can tell you, you haven't lived. So let's get started. Good morning. I'm making sticky buns today. We're going to start with 2/3 cup of milk and 2/3 cup of water. They're both together in this. I warmed it just till warm, not real hot. 2 tablespoons of sugar. And now 2 teaspoons of dry yeast. Now we're going to let that sit for a minute, about 10 minutes. You'll see bubbles on the top. We'll come back to it. All right, see how bubbly? See the bubbles on top? We've proofed this. Now I'm going to add an egg that I have beaten, and I'm going to add the butter, 6 tablespoons of melted butter. I'm going to mix this, and I'm going to add about 75% of the flour along with the salt that I've already put in the flour. So let's see. I'm going to mix it. Now I'm adding the remaining flour. Maybe not quite all of it, a little at a time. Next, it will go to the mixer, and it will be kneaded for about 5 minutes. If your dough is too sticky, you may have to add a little additional flour, but at the same time, we don't want it like bread dough. All right, I'm going to cover this and let it rise for about an hour. It's a little sticky. That's the way we want it. You don't want a super firm dough. Okay. So we're going to cover this and let it rise for about an hour. We'll come back in an hour. All right, so now I'm preparing the topping. In this bowl I have the brown and the white sugar with a little pinch of salt. I'm going to add the melted butter and with 3 tablespoons of water. Mix this real well. And it's going to go into this heavily buttered pan. And then pecans on top of that. I'm going to pour this topping mixture into the pan and spread it around well. I'll give it a little shake. Get it in those corners. And even. Now, the pecans will go on top of this. And we're going to set this aside until we're ready to use it. All right. Oh, that looks good. It's doubled in size. I'm going to take it out onto my floured board. Now I'm going to stretch this out. I'm going to stretch this out to about 18 by 15. I floured my hands. I'm going to start stretching this dough out. I'm going to use the rolling pin to help me get it even. So I'm going to need about 18 inches this way. I think I've got the 18 inches. I just need to get the 15 inches. All right, now I'm going to spread the brown sugar with cinnamon. We want to stay about 1 inch away from all the edges, all the way around. I'm going to try to spread it as evenly as I can. I'm going to press this down lightly into the dough. And then I'm going to start rolling. I'm not going to roll this real tight. No, just start rolling it loosely. A little more flour under here. I'm going to move it back this way. Put a little more flour down. I'm going to have the seam side down. Tuck the ends under. That looks pretty good. So first we'll cut it in half. I'm just going to mark it. Then I'll cut each of these in half. And then, let's see, 4, 3. So I'll cut each of these into thirds. Because it makes a dozen. All right, now, the easiest way is to take a piece of dental floss and watch me pull it. That'll cut each slice without smashing it. You want to put the doughier side up. Okay. Now, we're going to let this rise. All right, we're going to tip this loosely with foil and let it rise for 45 minutes to an hour. All right, they're ready to go into the oven at 375-degree oven for 35 minutes, at which time we'll check to make sure they're not over browning. And if they are, we'll cover them with foil. Okay, here we go. Now, I'm going to let this sit for 5 minutes. It's been 5 minutes and you don't want it to go longer because the topping will cool so much that it won't come out. There we go. We flipped them over into the larger pan. Oh, aren't these beautiful? And they're going to be just as yummy. We're going to cut out this center one. Oh, let's see what these really look like. Oh, look at that. Nice. Oh, so good. So please give these a try and send me a comment. If you like this video, give us a like and please subscribe. So ring the bell and you will be notified when I upload a new video. And as we say in Texas, y'all have a blessed day.